So I believe it's that time again. Let's play with some new cards. Salutations everyone, my name is Pietro, and today I'm very excited to be playing this deck again. Last week, I believe, I released a video where I was playing Rakdos Reanimator and we got a very solid 4-1. And it was actually very close to a 5-0. I believe we lost in the finals to Black Sacrifice, which did feel like a bad matchup for us overall. But every deck has one of those, right? And today I am going to be playing a new card in this deck, a card that I was already excited for, in the form of Skittering Kitten, or if you are going to be playing this in paper, as a lot of people will, this is called, I believe, Masked Meowser, or something like this. It's like a masked Spiderman cat thing. So this is just a 1/1 haste with the ability that Insolent Neonate has, in which you can sacrifice it, discard a card to immediately draw a card. And when I played this deck last time, I was playing the full 4 Voldaren Epicure and Insolent Neonates, but I was also playing, I believe, like 3 Kitten Gravestalkers, and I didn't really enjoy that card very much. I want it to be good, but it's just never very good. So today we made a few changes. I am playing more creatures, so I have cut 2 of the Epicures, 1 of the Dread Returns, and the Kitten Gravestalkers for the full 4 Skittering Kittens. But I am also playing an extra Oliphant here in an attempt to have as many monsters early as we can, and just in an attempt to have the lands and the colors that we are going to need. Some of you are going to be very happy to see that I have updated my basic lands, so now I actually do have enough of the lands to just do the things. And because we don't have the Kitten Gravestalker anymore, we have no need to be playing artifact lands. I don't believe it made a huge difference, unless people are playing like main deck Graveyard Hate in the form of Masked Vandal and whatnot, but there was just no incentive to do that anymore. I could be playing more Geothermal Bogs to have a better mana split difference thing, but I honestly just think we want untapped lands in this deck, and it is even possible that I should be playing another Bojuka Bog here. But considering how fast the deck wants to play, I believe I'm gonna try this version first, and then we are going to see how it goes. The Bojuka Bog, of course, is here mostly because of things like Exhume. Now that I mention it, yeah, I am actually going to add the second one. I've convinced myself to do so. And you're going to see that the split in colors is actually very even. We could even play more red, but I do think that the fact that we want to hardcast Dread Return does mean that we are going to need... I mean, does it though? Man, I'm just like live editing myself here, huh? Do I want... Yeah, I think I do. Because this deck is mostly a mono red deck. We want the Exhumes, sure, but we have the Trolls and the Oliphants. Yeah, I think I'm fine trying it like this. I did feel a little bit last time that not having Graveyard Hate main deck was just annoying in general because of Exhumes. And I'm not even talking about, having to fight Spy decks or Terror decks or things like that. No, even just like, I want to Exhume, but my opponent has a Refurbished Familiar in the graveyard, and then I can't really do that. So I am going to play this configuration right now. We also do have more red 1-drops. And you really want an untapped land on turn 1 or a cycle creature on turn 1. So I'm going to prioritize untapped lands in this build. I cut a Dread Return because sometimes you have like an overabundance of those, like with 4 Exhumes and 4 Dread Returns, you don't really want more than like 1 or 2 in your hand. And there were situations in the last league that I played where we had just too many of those and not enough things to bring back. So the fact that we have more creatures to find them now just makes me want to play less of them. And then I did tinker with the sideboard a bit too. I cut the Thorn of the Black Roses and I did cut the Unexpected Fangs. So I cut the Thorns in favor of more Cast into the Fire, and I did cut the Unexpected Fangs in favor of more Fairy Macabre. I do think this is important because, yeah, Fairy Macabre is just really good against the spy decks in general. And I don't even know if Thorn of the Black Rose would be good enough against the decks that I wanted. Like, yes, if we are playing against something like Black Pestilence or Gardens, the Thorns are very good. But I don't know if they are good enough against other things that are more proeminent, such as Affinity, Jund, where they have refurb, and the refurbs are very good at taking the monarchy from us. So I think I might just try to go faster, and we'll see how it goes. This is really like a choose the form of your destroyer type of thing. So last time we had like the fiery cannonades and the cast into the fires and whatnot, but we didn't really get to use them as much. So I'm going to choose this configuration right now, and then we are going to see how it's going to go for us. The last thing that I wanted to say was that on Saturday the 4th, I am going to be playing a very big in-person event here in Brazil. So I'm going to be playing a pauper 15K tournament, 15K for us in our currency, which would still be something like a 3K USD tournament, which is pretty good for us. And this tournament is going to take place in a city close to me. So I am actually going to test decks that I think I would like to play in that tournament more than just random brews this week in favor of that. So you can expect Dredge, you can expect things like this, and Eldrazi tokens builds and things like that, because I am trying to decide what I'm going to play. And I don't really just want to play quote-unquote the best deck in the format, because that's not what I'm about. So if you have any suggestions for me for changes and things of the sort, please send them my way. And that's it for today. Let's battle. All right, welcome to round number 1. We are on the play against Noob. So this is a hand that does what exactly? Bitter Reunion on 2, bring back Snacker, and then we have another Bitter Reunion later on for something else. I think this is a little slow, but I think I'm gonna keep, and then we can see what we are playing against. I mean, from just looking, seems to be some form of aggro deck. I am actually gonna go Mountain Pass, and I'm going to cycle the Troll of Khazad-dûm in the off chance that we draw an Exhume, and if we do, I would very much like to start with that. Oh, it's a County Garden. Okay, then. Let's see what kind of thing we're playing against. So, get your plant, untap, Faithless Looting. I do think I'm just gonna go Bitter Reunion here. Got my Snacker on the underway. That's not really what I want to see, but I guess we already know what we are going to be discarding with the Faithless Looting. Oh, do tell. I love this. Okay, so Faithless Looting first. Let's see if we hit an Exhume. No Exhume, but there is a Dread return. So I guess I'll go Dragon Breath, Crusher. And yeah, opponent is definitely going to know what we are looking to be doing, but maybe they won't have it. And since it seems we are playing against a like grindier type of deck, having the Snackers early is really good. Oh, and they did have a Troll. Wait, are they playing Dredge? Could be Dredge. No, it's not Dredge. I don't really like this because it feels like I'm gonna get Bojuka bogged. Yup. In which case, that's very unfortunate that they just had the bog early. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna go Bitter Reunion again. Get rid of another Dragon Breath. Skittering Kitten. Sure. Let's go Kitten. Punch in for 1. And Neonate. So unfortunate that they had both the removal and the Bojuka bog there. I think if it was just bog and I still had the Snacker, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But unfortunately, we did get got. Is there a Chrysalis coming my way? Doesn't seem like it. Another Crusher, huh? I mean, yeah, I imagine it's going to get got. So in this situation, the Kitten is just worse than the Neonate. And I do imagine our opponent has another removal spell, but I mean, what am I gonna do? Not try to do my main game plan. So I will return the Dragon Breath in this situation. Move to attacks. Is there a cast down coming my way? I imagine so. Oh, okay. Offering first. Gain 2 life. No cast down? Oh, baby. Okay. So this is very good for us. We eat a campfire and the map token. Opponent's going to take 9 here. And I think I'm actually just going to pass. I don't know if I want to make a land drop with my current situation. Okay, another County Garden. And there is a Chrysalis. All right. So they are just like a John mid-rangey type of deck. I am going to start with a looting here. See if we get anything interesting. So we already drew our 3rd card for the turn. However, I am going to discard the Snacker regardless, and I will get rid of a Swamp. And let's get to it. If they want to block my Neonate, they can. And they're taking 1. Okay. Am I playing this Bojuka Bog now, or am I holding it? I believe is the question. I think I hold it. I think I'll play the Mountain. Actually, I don't know if I should have done that. Because I want the looting for next turn. Yeah, I don't like that. Are you attacking? No attacks is probably a good thing. Okay, another Snacker, huh? So I think I'm just getting in first, and then I'll see what's up. Did you find a... Okay, there is a toxin analysis coming in my future. Okay, so you use it now. Okay, so I do get to pop the Neonate, discard the Snacker. And this is my 2nd draw for the turn. Don't mind if I do. That's very good. 2nd main, I am going to... And this is actually kind of tough, right? So I do think I'm going to flashback the looting. Okay. So I don't want to get rid of Bojuka Bog. So I am going to get rid of looting and the kitten. And then I'll play the bog and hit my opponent. And do I just... I think I just exhume now, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do it now, and I'm gonna say no to the Dragon Breath, because I don't want to accidentally, like, exhume and let my opponent have a thing. Okay, Blood Fountain's not gonna do anything. Sure. Oh, that's actually not true, because Dragon Breath could have given me the point of damage that I needed. So, there's not anything that I really want to Dread Return right now. So I guess I'll just get in. Okay, Blood Fountain and Blood Token gone. I imagine you're chumping the Crusher. Yeah. And sacrificing the plant token. Pretty good. Am I casting the Fatalist Looting here from the graveyard? I guess so. Because the Neonate is not the best. Okay. I do think I'm fine chucking these 2 and then keeping another creature in hand. Lembas. Sure. I don't imagine my Crusher is long for this world. Okay. I think I'm just gonna cast this. And it is a hasty, evasive beater because of Dragon Breath. Opponent needs 2 removal spells here, or like a removal spell and crack the Lembas. Sure. Cast down the Crusher. Defile. Okay. So opponent's gonna fall down to 1 life. Alright. I imagine this is another Chrysalis. Yep. And just a passing of the turn. So there's no creature in opponent's graveyard, so technically I can just exhume. But if they have a cycler, it's pretty bad. So I guess I will try to Dread Return my Crusher. Pop Bitter Reunion, attack, and let opponent figure out what's happening. They sacrifice the Lembas. Okay, so do you have a removal spell here? I imagine so. Cast down. What is this? Crypt Incursion? Also Murasa on my land. Sure. Okay. So opponent's at 7. Pump with Dragon Breath. Okay, cool. Opponent died. We fought through a lot there. I'm not gonna lie. That was very impressive. So Duresses definitely come in. What am I getting rid of? The Dragon Breath seemed very good. The evasive creatures are decent. This is actually kind of tough, right? Because I don't want to dilute my game plan, but the res is just really good overall. So what is my worst creature here? Probably the Epicure, considering that I need to pay mana to use it. So that's 2, and then I can probably shave like 1 Dragon Breath, because flooding on them is not great. So this is a hand that goes, again, Reunion on 2, bring back a Snacker, but then I have to play a Bojuka Bog turn 1. Oh no, that's not true. I can just cycle a thing turn 1. I think considering what we saw in game 1, I'm fine keeping this. Opponent capped on 6, mount and go. Okay. So Exhume, not very good right now. Ichor Wellspring, sure thing. Cycle a Troll as well. Untapped Swamp, Bitter Reunion, chuck a Snacker, and bring it back. Alright, Eviscerators on the Wellspring. Are you looking for a land drop? Okay, they find it. Alright, Crusher is not too bad. I guess I'll attack, see what's up. Okay, not much. And now comes the question, am I just gonna go Snacker beatdown for a little bit? I guess so, right? And I do want to play the Bojuka Bog, I think, this turn. Because I can't... I could also maybe, like, Psycho. Yeah, let's try that. So, Psycho Oliphant. Maybe I should have cycled the Troll with the black mana, because then if I drew Dread Return next turn, I could Dread Return one of my monsters. I don't really know. That's kind of tough. Having Snacker in this deck is such a boon. Like, this card is so good. Oh, okay. That is not what I wanted to do. I just misclicked. I guess I'll cycle this too, but I'm not gonna feel happy about it. Sure, I'll just grab the thing. Yeah, I wanted to get another Snacker in play, definitely, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not like a huge misstep, but it's not the play that I was planning on making. Looting. Opponent has a lot of mana up, but sure. I'll give it a shot. Let's see. Okay, so I am gonna get rid of Crusher. I don't know if I want to expose the other Snacker, so maybe I'll just get rid of a Neonate. Play Kitten. Here, kitty kitty. Get in for 4. And important to note, I did already draw my 3rd card this turn, and I do think now it's time for a Bojuka Bog. Because I get rid of their graveyard, and I get rid of the Eviscerator's Insight in case it's relevant. Oh, they just Toxin Analysis to just cycle? That's great for me. Oh, okay, it makes sense. Yeah. But at least they did lose a Toxin Analysis, which is pretty good. There's the red mana for the Chrysalis. And I actually don't even know if I want to cycle this right now. I guess I'll just take a draw. Do I just want to keep beating down while I get the chance? Or do I want to try and hit something? So if I hit exactly Exhume, I get to do the thing, right? Sure. So I'll Bitter Reunion. And there's quite a few cards that I could draw here that would be decent. Like, I don't mind a Duress, Dread Return, nothing of the like is a bad draw. Okay, another Crusher is not great, but I do get to discard that if I want. And I am going to play the land, and now I have the 6th land drop for my Troll of Khazad-dûm next turn, and hit for 4. What is this going to be? Cast down on a Snacker. Okay, so I imagine there's a Bojuka Bog coming. Yes, there certainly is. Okay. Oh, but my other Snacker lives. That's great. And there's a Chrysalis. Okay. So they still have the mana for a lot of things here. I still don't think I'm gonna do anything. Another Bitter Reunion. Sure. Let's go for that. Get rid of Crusher. And there is a Dread Return. Unfortunately, however, I do not have the mana to give haste right away, and I don't have a Dragon Breath. So what do I want to do here? Do I just want to play Kitten and attack, and then see what's up? Because we are pressuring our opponent. And yeah, I'm going to lose one of my guys here, but I'm either going to lose Snacker or one of the sacrifice things. Honestly, I don't even know what you block. That's it? Okay. Wow, I was not expecting that. Didn't even jump with Eldrazi spawns. Okay. Crystal is number 2. Yeah, it made sense. Our opponent dirtled a lot in the early game, so it made sense that they would try to do something like this now, and still no attacks. All right. So I'm like pretty sure that my Crusher is just gonna get hit by something, in which case, I mean, I'm not gonna bring it back, you know? This would be a good spot for something like a Crypt Incursion. Okay, that resolved. Guess I'll pop this. Go to attacks. No removal again, huh? Okay. And I am gonna get in. Yeah, I know they're probably just gonna sacrifice a couple spawns. Oh, and actually they could even grow the Chrysalis to trade with my Crusher. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, they won't. Okay. They just jump. Okay, so let's cycle through this hand a little bit. No thank you. Draw my card, get my snacker back maybe? Okay, that's fine. Okay, we do draw a card and it's a pretty good one. Oh, they do have a Fairy Macabre. All right. So, yeah, that's unfortunate, but at least, I mean, did they have it? No, they must have just drawn it now, right? Because otherwise you absolutely get rid of the Crusher. You could have gotten rid of the Crusher and the Snacker at the same time. So I currently have exactly 6 mana, meaning the next turn I can have the 7 to like play the throw and give it haste. So I think I'm fine just passing the turn here. Problem is that now my opponent does have creatures in the graveyard again. I mean, it's just a Fairy Macabre, but still. Lots of card draw. Crack a map. Cycle a throw. Okay. Is this a third Chrysalis coming down? Not quite. Okay. Huh. Do I want to do that? I feel like, yeah. Let me peek. Is this Pulso Murasa? Pulso Murasa, the Fairy Macabre. Annoying, but okay. What's the rest of your hand? So, a couple draw spells, Toxin Analysis. Nothing to stop my Crusher right now, but they do have a Crypt Rats. Crypt Rats can be pretty bothersome. Yeah, I think I just take the Toxin Analysis regardless, and then I just keep beating down. They do have like 5 black mana though. But I guess if I pressure them enough, that's not as big of a deal. So, took the Toxin Analysis. They have Rats, Fairy, and a couple draw spells. Playing Reckoner's Bargain is interesting. And I will get in with the Neonate for sure. Sacrifice the map tokens. Okay. Probably double block the Neonate? No, double block the Crusher. That's fair. So I guess I'm killing one of them. Opponent takes another point of damage. And what am I trying to do here? So they can play Crypt Rats and hold up like 6 black mana. I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll just play my Troll regardless. And having the Fairy Macabre is very annoying because of my Exhume. Maybe there was a way I could try to cheese them. I don't really know because this is just the rats. It is just the rats. Okay. So important to note, Rats kills my Troll but doesn't kill Chrysalis. Dragon Breath, huh? I don't think that's... Oh, actually, I was going to say I don't think that matters too much, but I am going to cast it regardless because it's either a couple extra points of damage or just goes to the graveyard, which I do want. And let's just attack. I might need to pick up my pace here a little too. Get in for damage. See if there's any blocking shenanigans to happen. Okay. Okay. That's a weird choice, no? I would have thought you just block the Neonate, pop the rat. Okay. I don't get to kill the Chrysalis, but I get to pump here. Yeah. But if you do the... Okay. That feels like a very strange choice to me. Because now the Chrysalis also dies? Sure. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say this was good for me. So they did cast both draw spells, but they still have a Fairy Macabre. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna say this was good for me, because of course they cleared the board, but I don't think they needed to lose their Chrysalis there. A Campfire is a little annoying. Oh, Denial Spellbomb is pretty bad, because now they have Spellbomb and they have Fairy Macabre. I don't think this is good enough to just sacrifice for a point of damage. I will pass. And I do think I've been properly controlled now. Campfire number 2, sure. I am 1 mana away from just straight up casting that. An opponent does only have 1 card in hand. So am I sacrificing this right now? Considering they have double the thing, I imagine so. Double Graveyard Hate. Sure. I am just gonna cast this right away. Because this is just another monster. No. Oh, I forgot I had Dragon Breath. Oh, they're popping it in response? Okay, sure. Flashback Eviscerators. Draw a million cards. Yep. I really want to draw a Bojuka Bog here. Because if they draw Blood Fountain, it's just horrendous for me. Sure. There's another Chrysalis. Yep. I mean, I'll trade my Oliphant for your Chrysalis if you want. Cast down. Okay. Maybe I should have cast this one. Yeah. I definitely should. It wouldn't have made much of a difference, I don't think. But... yeah, I should have definitely cast this one, gave it haste, and then attacked with both of them, because that was a large chunk of damage. And the drawing continues. Another Nile Spellbomb? That's a lot of Graveyard Hate. Bouncing Bojuka Bog. And there's the Blood Fountain, yep. That's what I did not want to see. Yeah, I guess I'll cast this, right? So, sure. I'll get rid of these two. And I have exactly 6 mana, so it's not going to be enough. So just attack. Opponent's going to take 6. Cast the troll. What did they return? Double Chrysalis. Yeah, I think this is where I get got now. And they have a Defio and the Bojuka Bug. Yep. The campfires are also very annoying here. Maybe I needed some sort of artifact hate, because they have a lot of graveyard hate. Nile Spellbomb and Fairy Macabre and Bojuka Bug. It's a ton. Yeah, and now the Chrysalises are gonna be like 8, 9s. Sure. Yeah, I'm fine calling it here. Okay, so we need to try and get them on game 3. And what does that entail? I think the duress is pretty good early on. And on the play, I think I also keep the Exhumes. Yeah, honestly, I don't think anything changes. Because I don't want to be without my best card in the... Not my best card, but like my best reanimation effect in the matchup. I don't think I want to cut that out. That's a pretty mountain. I like that a lot. All right. Yep. Love to be on the play. I mean, very, very unfortunate that this is a tap land. But rest of the hand is very good. So this is just like a turn 3 Exhume. Very unhappy that my one-off... I mean, not one. I have 3, right? But if this was an untapped land, boy, oh boy. Okay, they had the Spellbomb regardless. So I am gonna cycle this. Maybe I should have... Yeah, I think I should have played the Kitten first. But I'm just gonna duress straight away and see what's up. Double Campfire, Fanatical Offering, and a couple cycle lands. Sure, I'm fine taking the draw spell here. But them having the troll to stop my Exhume is pretty annoying too. Okay. So what am I trying to do here? Am I trying to Bitter Reunion? Am I just trying to Kitten? Because they have the Nile Spellbomb and they have a creature in the graveyard. That's not great. So play the Kitten, beat downs, and then I do think I just cycle this and play a land. Maybe I should just be playing Fairy Macabre. Okay, there's the other troll. And they just play a campfire. Okay. The turn 1 Nile Spellbomb, very annoying. So I guess I'll go Bitter Reunion. Am I getting rid of an Exhume here? I think unfortunately I am. Okay. So play Neonate. Swamp. Pass. Am I just trying to get to 8 mana naturally? Oh, they have the Chrysalis too. They have the untapped land for the Chrysalis, I mean. That is unfortunate. I think I'm just taking a draw. Okay, that's not bad. That at least forces the Nile Spellbomb, right? So unfortunately, I can't really Dread Return and make a land drop. Yeah, but I mean, I can, but then I lose my Oliphant too. And I would rather have that for later. So I will just try to get my troll back. Oh, that just worked. Okay. So they have a removal spell for that. Am I attacking here? I guess. I can get like 8 points of damage in. So then I pop this, discard the other kitten. Okay, okay. Cycles another troll, plays another land, and nothing. I mean, get in. Okay, so I imagine there's a cast down in my future. Yep. So this is dying regardless. Guess I'll get rid of the Fateless Looting. Draw a new card. Another Oliphant. Okay. So I guess I cycle this, play a land, and pass the turn. Things are not looking too hot right now. They have another campfire in hand too. Yeah, it's just a lot of hate. Oh, and a Bojuka Bog as well. Rough. Well, at least I get to leave another creature in play for now. In play, I mean in graveyard. So that's 6. Yeah, I should have done it the other way around, but I'll just live with the consequences of my actions. Sure. Yeah, Chrysalis is a messed up card, man. As you can clearly see here. There's the other campfire we knew about. And I can't even block this because now it's a 6/7. Yeah, like I don't even know what to do. I mean, I guess I'll play it. And at least I get to attack into this one still. Okay, opponent takes 6. Play land. Pass turn. But yeah, they get to gain a lot of life now. I'll just block. And they have a Nile Spellbomb covering the graveyard. They have double Campfire to gain life. They have a lot of like stuff laying around that they can sacrifice to my Crusher. I think, unfortunately, we were just too slow on the draw here. I get to play this, but I don't get to attack with both, because then I'm just dead on the crackback, and that sucks. Because this would be like a huge amount of damage. This is like 16 damage, I think. Like, no, 14 damage, right? But I don't get to do that, unfortunately. And if they have a removal spell, of course, I'm dead here. Map token gets just another swamp. Sure, yeah, I mean, I'm blocking. So they don't have a removal spell? Oh, yeah, that's horrendously bad too. So now I'm just in chump block mode. Let me take a peek. They did have a removal spell. What? Okay. So unfortunately, like, the mid-range deck did what it should do, right? They just had the early spell bomb to stifle us a little bit, and we did stumble because our first land drop, unfortunately, was tapped. I don't know if it would have made all the difference in the world, but if they didn't have the spell bomb so early, I think we could have... No, not even... No, I was going to say that we could have like cycled in response, but then we would have also been got by the troll that they had in hand. Yeah, they just had a really good hand, unfortunately, and that happens. We are going to jump straight into round number 2, but yeah, it's a little rough, right? All right, welcome to round number 2. MTGO crashed as it is prone to do. We are on the play against HVilaca, and we are going to be on the play. Hand's not great, but I think having a Bitter Reunion plus a Snacker gives us a lot of flexibility. We haven't had any turn 2 troll hands yet. Forest? What is this? Forest into nothing. That's odd. Exhume. No Exhume. I mean, if I Exhume and get hit by a Generazent, it's also horrendous. Oh, and there is a Generazent. So, give me back my Snacker. Hand is pretty bad, but the Faithless Looting can go a long way to fixing that here. Okay, so what sort of mono-green nonsense is this? Is this walls? Is this elves? Is this just a weird spy hand? Straight up Masked Vandal, so is this elves? No, it's probably spy, right? Yeah, like having main deck Masked Vandal. I mean, I don't mind getting that hit. Okay, so Faithless Looting. Yeah, right? I mean, this is what we're here to do. Not much point in playing the kitten pre-combat. Oh, if we had found an Exhume. Man, I wish. And I feel like that's the thing with Exhume a lot of the time. It can be very, very strong, but there are just a lot of situations where you don't want to cast it. And I mean, when I was playing Dredge religiously still, it was one of the first things that I noticed was, okay, so this is... What are we playing against? Like, triple Forest Masked Vandal is very odd. Is this just like an extremely weird Elves draw? Winding Way. Okay, so they hit one card? That's rough. They just hit a Hydra? That's also very bad for us. Am I trying to go crazy? Like, do I Skittering Kitten first? Yeah, I feel I do. Yeah. I feel so. So, get rid of this. Dread Return or Exhume, let's go. Not what I wanted at all. So yeah, pop the looting. Could have attacked first. Sure, I'll just keep sending these to the graveyard. Take 2 more. Play Swamp Pass. There's another Generazent. Okay. Okay, there's the Nyxborn Hydra. What am I playing against? Good lord, what is this? Where are my reanimation spells? Come on. So this is turn 5. I have 8 mana for a eventual Crusher. Sure, I'll get rid of Crusher and Mountain. Bring back Snacker. I no longer get to attack because of the Hydra. And I do think I just play a Mountain. I could just flashback this right away. Yeah, let's do that. Good lord. Okay, so... I guess now I'll play the Bojuka Bog. I feel like if at any point we had hit a reanimation spell, this game would have been ours. But I guess that's the risk. If they attack, I'm not blocking. It is elves. Some insane elves draw? Like, what is... Yeah, what is going on? Extremely odd. Not gonna lie. Okay. Reanimation. Okay, that could still be reanimation. And I'm definitely chucking an Oliphant here. Good lord. The flood is real. Crack this. Discard. Land. My oh my. Yeah, I think now we just lost. Because now they have their elf thing going. They have the Timber Watch. I can't really attack because of the Nyxborn. And it just took us too long to get a Crusher in play. We looked at 30, like almost half of our deck, and didn't find any reanimation spell. Lead, and they hit. Ranger, Elf, Hydra, Ent. And now I imagine like Quirion Ranger plus Timberwatch, I imagine is just good enough to kill us. What a weird game. Neither deck played properly. Yeah, like, I don't think I'm attacking. Are you just hitting me for 10 straight up? You sure are. Okay, so I guess I'll take one more draw, but I believe I'm just dead. Sure. You got to replay your elf. Right on time. Right on time. I do get to bring back like double Crusher with haste. That's not nothing, right? So I attack, they sacrifice 4 permanents, they can just sacrifice all of their lands. Yeah. So would have been really cool earlier, but now that they just have all of this, it doesn't matter anymore. Okay. So let's try to bounce back from that. Cast into the Fire and Fiery Cannonade for sure come in. Epicure can come out. I think you're too slow. You also just straight up die to the Cannonade. I think I get to cut a Dragon Breath. Actually, Snacker doesn't seem great in this matchup, right? This is not a grindy matchup. Even though Snacker is very good overall, I do feel like this might not be the matchup for it. Yeah, I'm actually fine. I guess I'm gonna cut all the Snackers, even though that seems crazy. But it's just not, there's like no value in the Snackers. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I have no proactive game plan, but I do have a lot of wipe. So, looting straight up. Okay, get rid of you. And probably a swamp. So the land signals pretty heavily that it's just going to be a generous ant being cycled. Do I want to looting right now? Do I want to play Neonate? I guess I'll play the Neonate and the swamp, and I'll hold on the looting for a little bit. Yep, Well-Wisher. Sure, another Neonate. So I guess I'll just punch in, play another one of you, and pass the turn. Very odd to just keep a hand that plays a Well-Wisher on 2. The deck is full of mana dorks. Yeah, Timberwatch is annoying. So do I just 1-for-1 the Well-Wisher? I don't think so. Okay, Reunion is not bad. So I guess I'll just attack, get in for my 2 points of damage. And then what am I trying to do here? Am I just trying to cycle my guy's Fiery Cannonade? So get rid of looting. Wouldn't mind hitting a land drop here. That's not bad. Sacrifice, get rid of Bitter Reunion. There's my land drop, but unfortunately it's not black mana, which is unfortunate. So I guess I'll just Cannonade straight up. Sure, you get to gain 2, clear your elves. Yeah, but that's one of the problems, right? That now they are free to... you have another one, honestly. That card is so annoying for me. Things are not going great right now. So, flashback the looting. There's the Exhume, but unfortunately opponent has a million creatures in their graveyard. Rough. Yeah, and Timberwatch plus Quirion Ranger is bad for me. No Dragon Breath either to just rush in with the Crusher. Man, this is extremely difficult. I think we lost this game already. The second Timberwatch is just very bad. If opponent had played like one of the explosive elves draws, we would have been fine. It's so much mana. Is this an Avenging Hunter? Is this a Hydra? What is going on? Yeah, I'm just gonna die to these 2 creatures because I can't kill them. Like the first Timberwatch was a must remove, and then they just never played anything that I could use my Cast into the Fire on. But I mean, I guess that's what good players, good elves players do, right? They saw that they could just take it slow and, well, I have a thing to do now, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough. And they could just have a Fairy Macabre in hand, in which case I will readily scoop. Okay, not scooping yet. So the Ranger is an 8/8 attacking, and there is an Avenging Hunter. Good lord. Yeah, but I think I'm just like straight up dead now. Because I wasn't able to pressure them early, they just get to sacrifice lands. I don't even know if there's anything that I want to play here. No attacks? That's funny. I don't think that's correct. I think you just go for it. Like, you're racing me 100% of the time here. Sure. So far, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I couldn't have done everything. So I attack, they sacrifice a couple lands, and then they just eat my Crusher. Maybe I should just be playing Bolt in this deck. The way that I had been playing Bolt in the tokens deck. Oh, they're just attacking. Sure. Okay, then. All right. So I am dead. Okay, not a good showing for the deck so far, but I do think both of these matchups have been very bad. Like the Jund one and the Elves one, yeah, not great. Let's go to round number 3. Let's try to recover. All right, welcome back to round number 3. We are on the play against the Mad. So this hand is not... I mean, I was going to say that this hand is not very aggressive, but that's not true. I guess I'll keep it. On the play, I think it's a good chance to try out like the aggressive side of the deck. Just play dudes and attack. Okay. Island, Ponder, Terror, or High Tide. Which one are you? That's a pretty cool island. I guess I'm just gonna go. Gotta go fast. Island, pass. Smells more and more like High Tide to me. So I guess I'll show what we are about. Bitter Reunion. Spell Pierce. Okay, that's fine. So not High Tide. Likely to just be Terror. Okay, I'll keep beating down. Play Epicure. Yeah, Thought Scour. What did we hit? Oh, I love the mismatched islands. So Thought Scour hitting Island and Cryptic Serpent. Not great. Am I? Yes, I am. I'm just popping a blood token pre-combat, seeing what we hit. Sure, Neonate's a creature that we can play. And I am just gonna keep beating down. Like, this is a fast clock. Neonate, counterspell. That's funny. Sure, I'll cycle this and get my thing. Pass the turn. So we are at 5 in the graveyard. Okay. Terror. Do you have another Terror? No. Sure, I'll keep going in. I guess you block the Epicure first, right? Yeah. Opponent down to 5. Yeah, but I might be running out of gas here. Thought Scour. Island Dispel. Okay. Mental Note. Counterspell Brainstorm. Okay. Sleep of the Dead on one of them. All right. And holding up something. Sure. Dragon Breath. That's cute. So I can play Dragon Breath, but then they would likely just tap that one. Well, but I mean, at least that's doing something with my mana, right? Sure. I'll play Dragon Breath on my cat. I really like this art, by the way. That's a really cute, weird cat. So Dragon Breath's in play. I guess I'll hold the land. Also, there is something to be said for just putting Dragon Breath into play so that it can go to the graveyard. Another Thought Scour. What we hit? Ponder, Mental Note, Deep Analysis. Okay, so not leaving up mana. Oh, Deem Inferior. Okay, sure, I'll crack it. There's the Exhume. So opponent is fully tapped out. Oh, that's just game then, right? Yeah, the Troll of Khazad-dûn was the perfect draw here. So land, I'll play it. Exhume, Troll, Dragon Breath, yes. And attack for lethal. Okay, that was great. Kitty Cat's doing work. So Duress comes in for sure. I do think I also want the Fairy Macabres here. Now, question is, how am I playing the rest of the match, right? Because Exhume can be good, but Exhume can also be horrendously bad here. I think on the draw, I might actually want to cut like the kittens a little bit. So Dragon Breath, Great. Exhume, great. 6 cuts is just so many. I don't have any removal for the creatures. I do think Epicure is better in this matchup than the other options. I think the kitten gets to go. I think I might just need to cut the Dragon Breath, unfortunately. On the draw, I just need to go and do my thing. And then what? Do I maybe cut like 1 Exhume? Yeah, let's try it like this. I don't know, I'm not very confident in the sideboard plan. Oh, sure. Like, I just left my 4 red blasts in the sideboard. That's smart. Okay. Well, shake it off. Replan for game number 3. This hand, like, I'm gonna keep it, I think, but unfortunately, my land is a tap land, and it's a very good tap land that I didn't want to play turn 1. Delver. So I had 10 cards to bring in. That's so many. Okay, I guess. Delver didn't flip. Ooh, okay. Take my damage. That's not bad. So I guess I go duress first. Ooh. Alright. So opponent has no protection. In which case, which monster am I putting in? Oh, come on. Yeah, the no protection into the reveal counterspell. Classic. Classic. I mean, it is what the deck does. I'm not gonna complain too hard about it. Snacker. So I guess I'll kitten, get my damage in, and so they have 2. If I play the counter, if I play the Exhume, they counter it, they can just go land Serpent next turn, and that's not great for me. But I also just think that I am in enough trouble that I need to do something. Yep, there's the counter spell. Is it just going to be land Cryptic Serpent hit for 3? Sure seems like it. Epicure. Okay. So I unfortunately only have 2 draws here. Oh no, I have the 3rd one, right? But then I had to lose my kitten. So how am I going to do this? I think I start here. Discard Snacker. Okay. Then Epicure. What am I getting rid of? Probably the Troll. Okay. Duress is not bad. Mountain Cycle. Land. Play Kitten. Pass. And then I think I'm just jumping with the Epicure. But they do have double Serpent coming. And they hit a Serpent too, so now Exhume is off the table. Ponder. So I guess I could have just cut my Exhumes and just tried to play a hyper-interactive game, like Duress and Red Blasts and whatnot. I don't know, honestly. And they just play the Serpent. Okay. That's not great. I'm not dead, but it's not that far off. What you got? Lorien and another Terror? Yeah, I think I'm fine calling it quits here. Okay. So, Red Blast coming in. I think on the play, I cut the Fairy Macabres, bring back the Exhume, probably cut like 2 more of the kittens? No, because I think on the play, the kitten is better than the Epicure, right? And then I just try to go as hard as I can possibly go. But then there's the Dragon Breath as well. And then again, I'm at that situation where are the snackers actively good? I think so. So what does it look like if I'm trying to play all of this? Like, what am I getting rid of? I'm gonna go, like, cut the snackers, bring in another cat, go. I know that this seems very strange, and I agree, but I'm here to test things out. So this is a perfectly reasonable hand that doesn't do a whole lot, meaning it's not very... like, it doesn't punish our opponent very much. But I do get to go kitten turn 1 into looting. I think I'll take 1 mulligan. This is kind of the same, but at least I have a Dragon Breath now. But I think I might just get rid of it. This deck is extremely hard to play. Good God. Do I just try to go the aggressive beatdown? Yeah, I think I'm just going to go the aggressive beatdown plan early on. And Neonate is really good here, an evasive creature to go through every turn for a point. Sure, Ponder. That's a gorgeous art. I love that a lot. They do not shuffle, so guess I'll just kitten, beat down. Drawing a land, not really what I wanted. Instant passing of the turn. Okay, I'll just get another untapped land. My lord. So I guess I attack. Could have cast the Faithless Looting first, and I'll just play a land to play around Spell Pierce. And yeah, I'll get rid of a couple lands and play a Neonate. Brainstorm. Let's scour to clear. Yep. There's a whole lot of spells in the graveyard now. 5 of them. What's it gonna be? Cantrip plus double terror? I would not like to enchant your terror, thank you very much. It is cantrip plus double terror. Yikes. That sucks a lot. So, guess I go loot. Yup, you guys can go. Do I just try to fish for an Exhume? Because if I hit, it's so good. Yeah, I'll fish a little bit. No. Try again, I guess. That could have been good. I mean, at this point, I think I'm just all in, right? And I have to hit it now. Nope. And then I think I'm fine conceding. Unfortunate. Yeah. So I think that was... come on, let me look at the rest of my draws. So that's unfortunate. I think we have a decent matchup there, but our hands were just not what we needed them to be. And I did fumble game number 2 by not bringing in the Red Blast. So it happens. Let's go to round number 4. Welcome back to round number 4. We are on the play against Vojbe. I think this is a mulligan. And yeah, I'll keep because I have the Exhume turn 2, but I don't have anything to pair it with. Guess I'll get rid of the Dread Return. Yeah. So Mountain into looting. Dragon Breath is good. And then what am I getting rid of here? Probably the Neonate. Yeah. So Dragon Breath signals pretty hard what we are on. Oh, and it's Black Sack again. Rough. So Bog or what? Yeah, I think I just play Bog, play Epicure, pass. Black Sack is a pretty bad matchup for us, I feel. Ooh, especially like this. Gonna lose my Epicure. Yep, take 2. So, Bitter Reunion. Discard the Mountain. Okay. So that's a Troll of Khazad-dûm on turn 4. And I give back my opponent a creature. Doesn't seem great. Maybe I just try to fish for a Crusher. Take 3. I'll still cycle the Troll. There it is. Okay. So that's a hasty Crusher. Question is now how? I think I just Faithless Looting. Sure. Looting, get rid of the Crusher, and another looting. Land, Exhume. And this is definitely a deck that can bounce back from this. So Crusher, yes. Punch in, probably sacrifice the Infestation Sage and the Ghast. But it is... What is this? Oh, Corrupted Conviction, sure. But this is a situation where if they're sacrificing things for the Crusher, they are not growing the Carrion Feeder. Yeah, I guess you can sacrifice 1 Carrion Feeder for free. Okay. Make a treasure token. Sure. And then I am going to play the Kitten on second main in the off chance that our opponent is playing main deck Accursed Marauder, because I know some of these decks are. Nested Shambler. If there's a supernatural stamina involved, that can be pretty annoying. Ooh, that's also pretty good. Yeah. So that's going to be a ton of creatures. Okay. I mean, so let's actually think about this, right? Am I dead? I think I might be dead if I don't block. Yeah. Because if their last card is Rite of Consumption, just from the look of things, I would die. And I would like that to not happen if possible. Ah, come on. Yeah, so I played around one thing and then died to another. That is sad. So if I don't block, I would likely take something like 4 damage, and then I attack back. Ah, man. That's so demoralizing. I don't even know if there's anything that I want to do. This matchup is very bad for us. And I think I'm not even going to sideboard, because the cards that actually matter, I mean, I guess I could have brought in Duress, but I don't even know if Duress would have been that good. Because the cards that matter are like the 1/1 creatures that grow, and trying to wipe the board is not going to be great against that. I feel like I'm just going to try to mulligan into a dumb hand. And this has the potential to be a dumb hand. Maybe I keep the Neonate and I bottle a couple lands. Sure. I'm very demoralized from that Accursed Marauder. And this hand keeps getting better. So play the Neonate, play the Swamp, pass. A man. Sure, Mortician Beetle. Do I block? I think there's a pretty good justification for just blocking here. Like unless I draw, unless I draw specifically Crusher right now, I think blocking is better. Okay, so I get to have a Crusher plus a Neonate next turn, and my opponent is playing on one land. Hey, that's pretty good. I get to deny them a very annoying creature. So bring my boy back, play a protection, pass the turn. I mean, a turn 4 Crusher is not the best thing, but you know, another beetle. Okay. These beetles are gonna grow when I start attacking. I can't really play that right now. Whoop. What are you sacrificing? Carrion Feeder plus Insect Token? Take 8. Okay. So what is the plan here then? Ooh, that's very good. I guess I just attack here. Oh, so they sacrifice like the Sage and the land block, or are they just taking and trying to hit me on the crackback? Okay. So that's a pair of 4/4s, and the Insect Token is blocking. Okay. So Bitter Reunion, Snacka, play another Neonate. Okay. So tell me, opponent, how do you plan on hurting me? There's the second land drop. Okay. Okay. So I believe they just plan on doing the same thing they did last turn, in which case I do think I block one. Could even block both, honestly. No, I do think I'll block one. And yes, I know this grows the other Mortician Beetle too. Snacker's not the best here. Okay. Okay, wait, let's think about this. So I do think let's wait. Do I attack or not first? Because I have a Dragon Breath, but I don't have any monsters in the graveyard currently. So if I attack, I do like 1 damage, and then I eat their things again. And they have like a pair of 6/6. Because every turn they need to play like a land and a creature, right? To be able to keep doing this. I think... Okay, so I do think I attack first. Yeah. So attack like this. Opponent takes a couple points of damage. I mean, takes 1 point of damage, rather. Yep. The beetles are 6/6s now. That is... Oh, I forgot that this comes into play tapped. So I could have dealt... Oh, I could have dealt lethal, right? Ah, that's a big mistake. Yeah. Yeah. I could have... I mean, it wouldn't necessarily kill opponent, but I would have gotten rid of one of these. Wow. Yeah, that was a pretty big misstep. Well, it is what it is. Oh, I also don't think I should have done this. Man, it's very hard to play against this thing. Ugh. So, looting. Yeah, because now they can grow to the size of this. Yeah, I guess I'll just... But this can be lethal next turn as long as I don't die. But then I don't get to do it all. I need another blocker. Sure. So bring Snacker back. Play Kitten. Fast turn. What am I dead to here? I'm dead to land Tragic Sleep. Okay. Block. And I don't think I sacrifice. Another Crusher doesn't change anything. So I just attack. I eat these two, eat their whole board. They fall down to 1 life. Sure. Okay. Ugh. Made a whole lot of mistakes there, but I'm not that used to playing with decks that have this much sacrifice in them against the Mortician Beetle type of things. And I think that's it. I don't think I'm going to change anything again. So this is a turn 2 Snacker. I think I just mulligan more aggressively. I think I might have been trying to mulligan too safely. This is another mulligan. And unfortunately, this is very close to a good hand. Maybe I just keep it and hope. I would need to draw... If I draw Untapped Mountain, this is a turn 2 Crusher. So guess I get rid of Snacker, Dread Return, and then I just hope. Could also draw... Yeah, that's actually quite a few good draws, right? Mountain is good. Any cycle... Oh, baby. Give me that Dragon Breath. Oh, no Dragon Breath, but that is fine. Okay. All right. So that is theoretically a turn 2 Exhumed Crusher. Wow. What is this draw? straight up threw away a Carrion Feeder as a +1/+1 counter. So do I just dive head first? Honestly, I don't think I need to, right? So sure, the Crusher on 2 is great, but if opponent has a Cursed Marauder, my game is sort of less over. If I play Bitter Reunion now trying to hit a land drop, I could still play the Crusher on 3 with a backup. Oh yeah, in which case the sacrificing of the Carrion Feeder makes a whole lot of sense, right? Yeah, let's try to play smart. I think Kitten has a better chance of working than Neonate here. I mean, there's not a land drop there, which is not great. Maybe I should have just gone for it. I don't know. Oh, there is the Marauder. What? Oh, so they did that so that it's in the graveyard. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense now. I was a little confused at first. Okay, but that's actually very smart. Okay, so now I guess I play the Kitten and then hit in for 1. And then I get to go Hasty Crusher next turn. Yeah, okay, that's Hasty Crusher plus, of course, sacrifice the Kitten to the Accursed Marauder. Okay. If this is another Accursed Marauder, that is actually very annoying. Perigee Beckoner. Sure. Okay. All right. So we're just pumping the Carrion Feeder? Well, here we go, right? Crusher. They sacrifice the Carrion Feeder. Okay. Bitter Reunion. Crash in for 2. Are they gonna block, maybe? Like sacrifice 2 lands, block? Nope. Okay. Take 8. And I imagine they have another Accursed Marauder in hand if they're playing it like this. Oh, an Earth. Okay. Yep. And a Bloodthrone Vampire. So I need a lot of help here. That is not a lot of help. So where do I want to go? Just like Neonate, Chump Block? Just like, or straight up Neonate, Cycle? Try to hit another Exhume? Oh, that doesn't even work now because they have the Accursed Marauder in the graveyard again. Man, that card is very annoying. Yeah, maybe I needed the Fairy Macabres, but they are just a little too weird, I feel like. Okay, so I would just Neonate, and I guess I'll cycle the Oliphant for the tap land, because then I get to Dread Return if we draw it, but I am definitely not blocking. Nezumi Linkbreaker. I believe I have to block now? No, right, because that is only 8 damage, so I don't need to block right away. Do I even have outs at this point? I would need 2 blockers. Fine, let's try. Discard the Dragon Breath, and that's not gonna do it. So we are 0-4, very unlike our previous record. I'll play the last round for the video, but we are getting our ass kicked today. This is rough for us. I'll see you guys in round number 5. Alright, welcome to round 5. We are playing here to try and redeem our honor against StormCrowMedicine. That's a hell of a name, I love that. Oh, StormCrowMedicineSho. Even better then. So we are again on the play. We've been on the play every round and we've still been getting crushed. I think this, even though we don't have the Exhume or a reanimation spell, I do think that this is still a keep. Land into Faithless Looting, getting rid of Snacker plus Crusher can be pretty strong. Ooh, even better then. I'll just get rid of double Snacker, try to hit an untapped land next turn, and we could just be Red Madness right now. Oh, is this the mirror? Snow-covered mountain, could just be for the swag. I really enjoy this art too. Yep, so we are against Red Madness. Untapped land? Oh, not today, not today. So I guess we can just show what we are about. So I guess it's gonna have to be a turn 3 snacker. Turn 3 double snacker, I mean. Pass the turn, grab the prize, bring their snacker back. They discarded a lightning bolt. That's kind of interesting. So I get 3 looks here at a... Yeah. 3 looks at an Exhume. No luck. But we do get to bring back our dudes. Take 2. Please no Gutter Snipe. Every time. Every single time. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. But I think now the question is, can I attack? And not only that, can I survive the Gutter Snipe? Because I get to put the Crusher into play, but I don't get to attack with it, unfortunately. I guess I could go like looting, try to hit a creature, flashback, dread return, get crusher, attack with bitter reunion. But then I think the question becomes, is that worth it? I am at 16 because I feel like I really just needed to attack this turn to try and pinch them on resources for next turn. I guess there isn't much difference between putting the crusher into play now or next turn. If I don't attack now, yeah. So I am gonna go here. Ooh, okay. I mean, I don't know why I said ooh. It doesn't change anything, I don't think, because I already drew my third card. Yep. I don't have another. I can't play the snacker. I don't have a blue mana. So I do think I just discard these two. Probably just play a tap land, pass the turn, and hope. Yeah, I don't know. Gutter Snipe is just such a scary card to play against, especially when you're playing a deck that doesn't have interaction, such as the one I am currently enjoying. I had such high hopes for this deck, and then it completely let me down today. Yeah, I'm blocking. That's fine. Flashback looting. Okay. So unfortunately, they get their snacker back and discard a Fiery Temper to face. So I'm going down to 9. Oh, man. That would have been very good last turn. Unfortunately, I can't double spell. Yeah. So I guess, yeah, I don't think there's much to discuss here. I am just gonna bring this back, attack for 8. Opponent's gonna sacrifice like a snacker and a land, and I die on the crackback to the Gutter Snipe beats. Yep. I think there was something to be said for not bringing back the Dragon Breath and just cracking the Bitter Reunion, right? Yeah. I think I should have done that, actually, because now I can't play the Oliphant next turn, so I don't even have a guaranteed. I mean, I don't think I'm surviving regardless, yeah. So I'm down to 4. If they have any burn spell, I'm dead. I'm dead. Unfortunate. Gutter Snipe, too strong. And what am I doing? Like, bringing in the Fairy Macabres? Maybe cut, like, Epicure. Bring in the rest. Cut, like, a Dread Return. Maybe cut, like, play only 2 Fairy Macabres. Again, the snackers are not great in these matchups. I guess I'll cut a couple of them. Again with the tap land, huh? There's 2 in the deck. Yeah, this could have been a turn 2 Oliphant. So is this a keep? What is this? Turn 1, I play Oliphant. Turn 2, turn 1, I play Bojuka Bog. Turn 2, I Psycho. Play a land, don't do anything. I think this is a mulligan. Yes, this is a turn 2 Trollocazadun with Duress. So just get rid of this. This is the first turn 2 Exhume of the whole league. Of course. Lord. Okay, so what am I going for here? I think I just go for the Exhume, right? Unfortunately, they get to eat it immediately. Oh, they didn't. Okay. I mean, it doesn't make much of a difference, I don't think. But I do get to Duress now. Highway Robbery ×2, Kessig. Guess I'll take the other relic. And now my plan is for them to do something with their mana here, which they did. Okay. So I get to put a 6/4 into play, and I just kind of have to hope that this is going to carry me. They discarded the other Kessig, sure. Okay. So, Bitter Reunion. Hopefully I get to hit a cat. Cat here would be pretty dope. Get rid of Crusher. No cat. Okay. Punch for 6. Get rid of the Duress. Another Highway Robbery. So now I know none of their cards in their hand. There's a Snacker. Sure. And there is a land to cover. Okay. Yeah, I do think I'm just cycling here. My Dread Return not good anymore because they had the land to keep it up. Faithless Looting. I want to try to hit a creature. I mean, yeah, right? I can just cast this. Yeah, I think I'm down for that. This is really funny. Fairy Macabre beatdowns. But it does turn it into a 2-turn clock. Pop it. I imagine opponent has a bolt to get the Fairy Macabre, right? Because that does meaningfully change the clock. I guess not. Okay, pop the relic. It's not impossible for me to die this turn. But considering that there are no Lava Dart shenanigans going on yet, I do think it's kind of unlikely. Okay, so that's 14, 13, Highway Robbery. What are we discarding? Fiery Temper. Okay, so it seems they are going after the Oliphant, which is a good thing. Plus Chain Lightning. Okay, I will not be paying to do that. Exhume or Dread Return doesn't change a whole lot. So I drop my opponent to 2, and then I do think I just play the Exhume, bring it back. I am at 9 life, so I am at 9 life. No, I'm at 8 life. No, 9, yeah, correct. 9 life, and opponent does have 5 cards in hand. I don't want to make any assumptions, but grab the prize on a snacker. So I'm down to 7. I am dead to no, I am just dead to straight up dead to a Fire Blast. And seems that is what is happening. Take it. Am also dead to Lava Dart because that's 6 damage in and of itself. Oh, woo. Okay. That was rough. I think that's it. Maybe I Fairy Macabre over another snack. I think Snacker is just slow in this matchup. Yeah. Why do I insist in playing these decks? I think I'm just gonna aggressively mulligan, right? Okay. Again, not a great hand, but a hand that does things. Now, am I keeping the second creature or am I keeping the second duress? I actually think I'm keeping the double duress. Not great, not great. Oh well, that's not too bad. So I guess I'll go bog, and then I'll try to use the duresses to fill my graveyard and then try to put an Oliphant into play at some point. Grab the prize on a Lava Dart. Yep, take 2. So, duress, what we got? Chain Lightning, Fiery Temper, Bolt. There is a Gutter Snipe, but there is no third land drop yet. So Bolt is the most efficient. Fiery Temper is the one that generates card advantage. Yeah, I think I just take the Bolt here. Kitten, get in for 1. Pass the turn. Gonna lose my duress. And just rip land off the top. There's the Gutter Snipe. So I got to put the Oliphant into play, but you know, might not be good enough. I really needed them to miss on a land there. So I guess I sacrifice here, get rid of the Dread Return. Okay. Cycle the Troll, bring back the Troll. So doing it like that, at least I get to dodge the Relic. They drew another land. This is just a hard cast Fiery Temper plus Chain Lightning on the Troll? Yeah, that actually makes a whole lot of sense because that still deals 6 damage to me. Yep. Oh, they're just going face? Okay. So Fiery Temper gone. I guess I go Duress again. I know they have a Chain Lightning. Attack for 6. 13. Play Kitten. Play Land Pass. Sure, you can have my Duress. I felt like that Fiery Temper play was very weird. I don't think you needed to do that at that point. Oh, there is a Lava Dart in the graveyard that I forgot about too. No attacks. I do think I just cycled this. Attack for 6 again. And I think now is the time for them to crack the Relic at the end of turn. Yep, they agree. There's a pretty good chance that they find lethal by doing this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Opponent passed so fast that I didn't even see what was going on. Not great, because it means that I missed the chance of killing them. So, yep, guess I'll Bitter Reunion now. And if I hit a creature, I mean, it wouldn't have been lethal because they could have had all sorts of things, but give me a... Dude, okay, try again. I can still hit a Voldaren Epicure. So I would have gotten there, huh? That's very sad. Okay, so guess I pop the Kitten and then try to play another one if I don't hit. Okay, Neonate. Okay, so I am probably just dead then, right? If they're just casting this at my face, I feel like I'm dead. No! Wow. Okay. So we got a win to sort of redeem ourselves. Let's go to the final thoughts portion. All right. So what did we think? Of course, we got our butt kicked. It was really bad. Like 1-4 is not a good record in the slightest. I did feel that we got at least a little bit unlucky, but I also feel that still we are trying to play the sort of matchup where we are getting hit by the Graveyard Hate game 1, yeah, but we are also just a slower, how can I say it? Like, we are a linear deck that is just slower than what a lot of people are doing in the format. you saw the many situations where we had like a reanimation spell, but we didn't have a fatty yet to reanimate. You saw that we had situations where we were just like spinning our wheels a little too much. I don't really know if I missed the 4th Dread return, but I certainly did miss just drawing hands that had an Exhume on turn 2. We have 8 1-mana cycle creatures, so there should have been more of those hands appearing than actually did. I don't think that this is the last time I'm going to play this video. There might be another video from this very deck still this week, because I do think I want to explore this a little bit more, but I wasn't overly impressed with what I saw today. I still think the deck has very powerful draws, but I do think that you just lose a lot to decks that are just faster and more consistent than you. Consistency, as always, is king in these types of situations. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked seeing the new kitty cat attack. It was pretty good. You saw in that blue matchup that we just played a bunch of them and kept beating down and didn't have to play the blue terror game plan of like going tempo and whatnot. So that was pretty fun. I hope you have a great day. I hope you take care of yourselves, drink your water, and go outside, exercise, do something nice for yourselves today. And thank you very much. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.